going on, guys? So I'd like to go ahead and start this off right quick by letting everybody know, please like and subscribe. That'd be really appreciated. And also at the end, I got something to cover right quick, which I'm pretty excited to talk about. So I would like to talk about a recent change of events that happened. Now, I'm going to have to kind of Sony fanboy a little bit and accept an L. I'm going to accept an L. Biased aside, Sony completely fumbled. Now, I don't want to correct Moist Critical. I think he did pretty well in his, pretty much what he said about the Helldivers situation as of the other day, which has been corrected. And I mean this quotation mark says it didn't correct anything. They did some, unrepairable damage to their brand. But I'd like to state essentially what happened. If you don't know, let me catch you up on the fumble. Is basically Sony wanted to implement something that was not mandatory, which was you had to link a PSN account to Steam to play Helldivers 2, which is, a huge nuisance for a lot of people that play on Steam, and I don't blame them in the slightest for getting mad. Helldivers is amazing. I think a lot of bad flack went towards the developers, which sucks because they had nothing to do with this. They can't really control the people, they control them. You know what I mean? But it's not so much that it's a hassle. It's not a big deal to, okay, I'm just going to go link my Steam account with it. Like, I think mine's linked. But the problem is there's a lot of people in other countries, certain countries, that can't have PSN. Now, there's one little tidbit, and this is just from a little bit of research I did. It's nothing big, it's nothing major. But I've seen people talking about the reason why they don't like Sony is because they get hacked like all the time. Well, I'm not saying that's not true. Yeah, they get hacked, and I'm not going to lie, but that's like pretty much every platform. And the reason why I say that is console-wise, Xbox was getting hacked pretty frequently. I at least have one thing pulled up. It's just pretty simple, but like 2011, 2013, when definitely it was probably easier. They may have fixed a lot of that, and as far as I know, Sony probably had a few security breaches even recently, more than likely. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I will say I think it was a tad bit disingenuous to say Sony is the biggest one to have issues. Now, they, from what I understand, had the most recent issue. So I have to say, modern-wise, yeah, they still completely fumbled that as well as far as security. Let me go ahead and skip over any more of that because I think, like I said, he did well. It was fine. It's where I got my information on Helldivers to begin with. And I'm trying to keep in, keep in line with not like copying other YouTubers. I know my format seems to be pretty close to, Moist, which is fine. That's a compliment to me. That's okay. But I'm trying not to, cover it the same way he would cover it. So I kind of ignore his videos until I post a video that I've done. And then I might go check and see what he's been up to because I want to try to be as non-influenced video to video as possible if we cover the same subjects. So a little rant over. So back on topic, basically Helldivers 2 is, receiving all the flack from a Sony deal that was BS to begin with. So Sony was originally allowing it to be, kind of up to the player. If the player wanted to skip it, you could skip it, and it's not a big deal. And this was going to be implemented mandatory in just a few weeks, or if not today. I can't remember the exact time. But it got a little worse. They backtracked horribly, which happens a lot with these big companies. I have to say they did at least apologize, but I think the damage is already done. It's definitely going to lose a lot of people's, want to ever get a PlayStation. Say they were like, PC's good, but I want to go to PlayStation as well. Well, now they're going to hurt themselves more because now they're not going to trust them because they'll implement things behind people's back without, any understanding of the future, because that's the thing. This was an option, and then they try to make it mandatory. Now they're backtracking. That's going to make a really bad, image for them. So they're going to look like a piece of shit. And not to mention Xbox and PC or Steam or whatever pretty much is coinciding. Like you got Microsoft, the whole Xbox Plus PC thing, which I have, which is awesome. It helps you play certain PC games that they don't have on Steam. And because I pay it monthly, I can, play them on my computer or play them on my Xbox, which is a real simple thing. And there's some partnerships, I think, going on with Steam. I got to double check on that. But there's a whole lot of things that are in the background that, made Xbox and PC so much more easy. Discord is so much easier to use on both of them. I haven't figured out how to do Discord as easy on PlayStation because nobody I know that plays on PlayStation uses Discord that much. Now, I feel bad for the Helldiver, community. It put a dent in it. Another sad thing is they lost a big, portion of the player base. I hope a lot of them get to come back. A lot of them, I'm pretty sure, got refunds because there was like a refund thing going in, which I don't blame them. I just feel bad that they did what they did. It screwed over Helldivers' development team because They made a tremendous game. If you haven't played it, I mean, I want to recommend it, but it's, pretty much Steam and PlayStation only. And unfortunately, we're not getting it to Xbox. We need Xbox. I would never sit there and think I would love to play with some Xbox players. But yes, this is a game we need Xbox players in. This is the best cooperative game I've played in a long time. Is it a little repetitive? Yes, but pretty much all online games are. But it's fantastic, and I love gushing over it. I haven't got to play a lot because, my buddies play a lot more Call of Duty. But that's the big ordeal right now. Sony fumbled. They're trying to backtrack. They're sucking ass right now to try to backtrack. And you could not suck a bigger dick. And that's basically what they've done. And on to the quick thing. This is not an update. I didn't think it was update worthy. And I did not want to post it on community feed because I'm still kind of not posting that as much. And also, I don't have anybody that followed me on Twitter. So I'm not really pushing that as much. If you want to follow me, you can't. There's links. But basically, I found out a new form of content. It's not new to YouTube by no means, but it's something that me and my buddies have been doing, and they're fans of certain COD YouTubers. I'm not, because I don't watch a lot of COD content, but we have been doing some goofy stuff. If you haven't seen us on stream, we kind of have fun with it, but off stream, we usually have a lot more fun. Stuff that I think would push a lot of people's buttons online. And it's gotten really funny to the point where we've been getting good reactions. Now, if you don't know what I'm referring to, I'm talking about trolling. I know it seems like an ancient term, but trolling on Call of Duty has become quite a fun part, pastime for us. And I would like to go ahead and extend this. I'm going to start recording our sessions, try to edit down some of the boring shit, and really put on blast all the funny bits. Now, if you don't like, riot shields and Tomfas and dual heavies, you're not going to like the content. Let me go ahead and just put that out there. You're not going to like it. But I'd like to let people know I'm adopting that into my channel now because, and it won't be uploaded anytime soon. I got to work on my editing to be able to edit, such a grand scale of stuff because, a lot of my larger videos, or the largest videos I have is either streams or it's going to be when I did an unboxing that wasn't streamed. And when I did, I had a lot of technical difficulties. I had to do this, that, and the other. A lot of boring shit, but that's the longest I've edited a video because it was like an hour long, not 2 hours. But this will be probably hours of footage. Certain sections I'll have probably cut out anyway. But when we're doing the fun stuff, I'm going to try to have that ready and clipped because we had some fun stuff happen like last night. It was fantastic. It was amazing. It was stuff I should have clipped, and I almost lost sleep over it pretty much because it was amazing stuff, and I would like to, be able to. I'll put that on my channel because I thought it was fantastic. And since I play Call of Duty all the time with them anyway, I thought, why not just record it since we're having fun with it? And a second part of that is going to be called privates. Now, we're calling it right now, the word is playing with privates because that's what we call it. We think it's fun. What we're going to do is our private matches that we usually yell at each other and have real goofy, outlandish, accusations amongst each other. Of course, a lot of it's going to be edited, censored a little bit because I think some of the language needs to be cut down for YouTube's sake. I don't want to get it completely taken away from everybody's viewing pleasure. So I'm going to have it slightly edited to try to cut back on some of the cussing because that's something I need to look, into since I think that's what's kind of restricting some of my available, recommended, or rather my videos getting recommended. But if you made it to the end, I appreciate it. Like I said, please like and subscribe, tell your friends. Been growing a lot and it's been very much appreciated. But that's about all I got to say. Y'all have a good one.